Okay, recording is in progress. This is Andrew Williams Jr. and Brother Reamus Muhammad. This is day 3 of our awesome intelligence team, LEV AI Network. Our personal team, Mr. Reamus Muhammad, Andrew Williams Jr., and I'm going to turn it over to him as we speak. Screen is yours, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrew. As I'm getting situated myself on my end, thank you so much for holding this together as a team here for 3 days straight, trying to give some people back to us and we can talk about LEV AI. Some folks have already joined for free. We're still in this window for this pre-launch window here. It's still open where it doesn't cost a penny to be in the network of LEV AI, which allows one to get paid, allows one to share a lot of great information, and so on and so forth. Give me 1 second, guys. Got some things I'm dealing with on this end. Just some people here I have a conversation with real quick. I'll be right back with you. We get started right at 11. All righty. Okay. Yeah, I'm back now. Yes, indeed. Welcome, everybody. 11 o'clock in the morning. We're getting started here. This is day 3 of awesome intelligence. Let me go ahead and get my camera open here. All right. Awesome intelligence. Some people call artificial intelligence. I'm not interested in the artificial part because we're some live, real human beings with some awesome intelligence. And we're talking about this LEV AI, this new company that hasn't even launched yet. I think they said it was August the 8th is when they began to talk about this pre-launch and went into pre-launch mode. And that's where we are until it looks like until over the next week or two, they're saying they're going to launch it. But in the meanwhile, what's our opportunity? Well, AI is not going away, as we all know. But how many are utilizing it to their best interest? Andrew and I are evolving as we speak. Put Spotify in place, Patreon in place. I say we loosely. Andrew, is really the techie that's digging in and is living this thing by example. We're doing a lot of good. We recognize that AI is not new, it's not going away, and it's here to stay, and it's going to affect a lot of people. But a lot of us just don't know how to make it make sense for ourselves. We're not coming from the fear mongering angle. We're not coming from the all jobs are going to be replaced. Oh my God, robots are going to be everywhere. We're not coming with that energy. We understand those conversations and the reality about a lot of those conversations. But we're interested in us humans, what we get to do to utilize AI, what we get to do to utilize this awesome intelligence that we can put to work for ourselves. It can be our maid, it can be our butler, it can be our our IT team. It can be everything. It can be our brains behind the brains. It can help us download some information that we might not know, we don't know. What else? Haven't had access to, can't buy the information, can't compile it as quickly. We get to have it all at our fingertips, all based on the questions we ask it to give us data. And not so much, hey, who won the football game? Everybody wants to know that. They can see that, whatever. That's that. That's not the best use of AI. We're talking about how to utilize this. Hey, how can I go ahead and make this thing make money for me? How can I get this thing to take care of How can I get the best nutrition out of food? How can I do this right here, right now? What do I need to do? What reminders can you remind me of? Can you remind me every day? Can you keep me in the loop? Can you bring all these different disciplines together and give me your best insight on what you think, where it's going, and what should I know based on all of the economics, based on all of the statistics about whatever the planets, the distances, we don't have to be the one to figure that out. So, needless to say, I'm excited. Um, we do a presentation at LEV AI, which means leverage awesome intelligence, leverage artificial intelligence, leverage it to your best abilities, which will take some guidance. Andrew and I figured out. It's still, you can say, oh, it's already out there, Remus. It's already exists. Yeah, but how come you're not utilizing it? Probably because sometimes you need someone to say, hey, do this, do that. Let me show you an example right now. These ways, let me make it real to you. Because if it's not real for you, then it's just not real. That's what we know over here with Andrew and Remus. We understand that. Excellence management, Andrew Networks, we understand. We are independent systems. But now we are a system called us, called this team here, Andrew Networks and Excellence Management. Awesome intelligence, I guess you could call our thing, because we've agreed that that makes sense. That resonates with us. So now we are awesome intelligence in every capacity on every social media platform. We are awesome intelligence. You see? Shoot. An offshoot to that is Asiatic intelligence for those that speak that language. So we're talking about a unifying force. That's what excites me. And it's built in that we get paid. The services that we offer will be offered at $100 a month, $50 a month, $49 a month. There may be some $29 a month parts that'll be extremely valuable for sure when we guide you on how to use it. That's what we do. If you want to get it done on your own, hey, I love you. More power to you. Teach us what you're doing. But we are going to leverage this. We're leveraging LEV AI in our own world, in our own way. And so that's what we're excited about, the awesome intelligence. And so getting paid to do such, um, is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Andrew, I know you're not probably able to speak. I know you're handling some things, got some other big business that you're taking care of. Um, but I just wanted to kind of open up. We all got life going on. Got somebody wanting to come and take a look at the turf right now at the door. And so I may have to put a little attention on that real briefly, because life continues to keep moving on, is what this is all about. So, but we're looking at systems and things that we can put in place because, man, thank goodness I can be right here at home and I can be sharing this information. I could be in my car right now. I could be anywhere. I don't have to be someplace. That's all related to AI. This cell phone is some degree of artificial intelligence, but was created by some intelligent beings. See, creating your own cell phones, if you will, not cell phones, don't miss my point. Creating systems that you can then benefit for you and you can make available to, if you want to, make them available to other people. But the bottom line is make life work for you. That's my message about awesome intelligence. Make life work for you. How it works for you is going to be different than how it works for your neighbor or your mother or your father or your cousin or your sister or your brother or whoever, your spouse. Make AI work for you. And that is so doable, so easy. So if you have the right understanding, if you can just have somebody teach you, it's do they have a teacher is the question in life. The information is there. There's no limit on the capacity, but who's going to teach it? Who's going to hold the hand, if you will, long enough to just get the person doing it to where now the results are coming out? Andrew's about to start a subscription. I'm gonna burst the bubble, Andrew. I know you're getting ready to launch it, but don't be surprised tomorrow where you'll have a subscription, $7. Myself, Andrew, if you want to be involved on a certain level, you can subscribe and be a part of that. We're going to offer a piece of what we do where we can, when we can, just like Steve Jobs did or Elon Musk does, for free. Announcements on pages about certain things. However, holding of the hand, However, that the $1 a month, the $3 a month, the $5 a month package that allows you to have certain particulars from us that we're putting in place. And then, the $100 individually, the $1,000, the $10,000. You can't tell me some people that some big corporations wouldn't benefit tremendously off of what Andrew knows, what I know, what you know, what we know collectively about a very specific demographic, about a very specific neighborhood, about a very specific conversation that we know about certain individuals, that you may not be able to find all that online. But we have put together, just an example for you, we've put together to where now you can subscribe. And now, because we know that's coming in and we can take care of what we need to take care of, now you got our attention, because we are all subject matter experts. You know what you're an expert at? You. Nobody is more of an expert at you than you. Hold on one second. Make sure everything's good outside here. All right, guys, give me a couple seconds. I know it's being recorded. I'll try to make it quick. I think nobody's actually on here live right now, but as you guys can watch this later on, I know the recording. I don't want to stop the recording, but I do need to pause 1 second, handle some stuff here at the home front. I'll talk to you in a minute. I'm gonna go on pause with the audio as well as the video. Give me 1 moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so much to share, so much good stuff. I tell you, I like to throw this out there because I think it's relevant. Van Jones and John Bryant, I think it's the Hope Foundation, I think is his organization, but look for them on YouTube. And there's another gentleman, I forget his name. The three of them are having a nice little conversation about AI. And I think it's very, very great conversation. I got a lot from it. There's so many AI conversations going on, and when you start talking about a thing, it really comes to your face because of these algorithms. Again, you think about a thing and it's like, boing. Now you just get inundated with that. That's going on in my world as all things AI are coming at me now. But I'm excited that I have a tool, this LEV AI. I have this tool here. Um, that allows us to position ourselves to benefit and help others benefit off of AI. That's what it comes down to, and get paid to do such. Literally, it's a monthly subscription service that we're ultimately offering people through LEV AI as independent consultants. All of us can be free. Right now, it's free to be an independent consultant. And you can build your consultancy as big as you want, leveraging LEV AI. Y'all, you're following that? You get to leverage LEV AI, right? LEV AI is leveraging AI. You get to leverage that tool called LEV AI. And because you're doing that and you're bringing everybody that you know, then, and they get to plug into it so they can all LEV AI. They can leverage AI. Because you brought them to the table, LEV AI is going to pay you. How cool is that? How cool is that? You and I didn't have to develop what the team at LEV AI developed, what the CEO has developed. You and I don't have to have all the experience and the years and the payouts and knowing all that they know before they ever showed up developing LEV AI. And all the systems. You can look into LaCore. I highly recommend you do that so you can understand how did these guys develop LEV AI. Spend some time on that for sure. Get your questions answered, understand what they're doing, how they're doing it, applaud it, be mad at it, whatever you want, but understand it's happening. And you'll see, in a certain sense, it's not rocket science. In a certain sense, they put something together. Hey, I'm grateful. You know, Once you know how to build a car, I'm sure you could learn to build your own car. But I'm grateful that GM and Ford and Chrysler and Honda, that's what they want to do all day, every day is keep making cars better and more colors. And thank God they do that. You know what I mean? And so, hey, they do it different than Cadillac does it, which is different than BMW does it. But they're all in that game of making cars, electric or otherwise. So why do I say all that? Because again, here we are. Leverage this AI for yourself. But Lev AI is like it's a tool to have in your back pocket as far as I'm concerned. And it's part of that tool is a whole bunch of other people that are creating an ecosystem, that creating a network now in Lev AI specifically, that are having these conversations on how good they're helping others. It's a righteous competition of who can help the most people. And if you don't even help the most people, you still, if you help one person, hey, and they're they're leveraging it, they're utilizing it, they're benefited from it, they're getting paid or not, then you're going to get some benefit financially as well as from just that helping them out and learning from them. But your warm market, if you're like me, you want to see everybody come up. Everybody that that you care about, that you love, you want to see them having the best life they can have. That's what's over here too. That is really what gets me very excited is the fact that I can help other folks be the best them. Now, personally, one-on-one with people, that's very limited amount of time that one has that they can spend because we all have 24 hours every day. So it's very limited because we all get so busy. However, to point somebody in the right direction, to now help them, I can directly tell them how to get going with Spotify. You know why? Because my partner just did it. Just did it. Nothing brand new about Spotify, but to be able to utilize it, to be able to have this recording and have it over there available on Spotify, I'll tell you right now, if it wasn't for Chat GPT, I couldn't be talking to you about that right now. I asked Chat GPT how I could better serve in this capacity. And part of what it came down to was it led to that Patreon. It led to that. So that's what I'm excited about. Maybe I believe there's millions of people out there that can relate to just that little part. That little part. That is not out there. If you that's not a conversation of changing how AI operates all over the planet and adding this new tool and coding that. That's not that conversation. I'm leaving that to those that know that. Along the way, we learn, we hear, we study. It's quick. We get it. We pick up stuff as human beings. But I'm excited about the fact that I can have an effect. I can be the nudge that nudges somebody to do one more thing today that they would not have done yesterday. And then tomorrow, maybe do one more thing on top of that. Or maybe that catapults them to be able to do this other thing now. And then it can snowball and they can say, wow, I've got more hours in my day every day, in my week. I've got more time because I don't have to concern myself with that particular piece. How cool is that? How exciting is that? That's what I'm talking about. And so we can really be about what we want to be about in a good way. You know what I'm saying? I can't control what somebody thinks, but that's what I'm interested in. The individuals that have good hearts, the individuals that have good spirits, they have a good, their mind is working fine, and they have a desire to want to make a difference by helping other people. See, I'm a definite product of Zig Ziglar, who said, "You're going to get everything in life you want if you help enough other folks get what they want." I love that. Because one of the deepest things, a part of my whole what's moving me mindset, is that we're moving towards a universal government of peace where we all can live in peace together. I believe that with everything in me. And there's some high technology out there. Some people talk about these unidentified flying objects, aerial phenomena, whatever the acronyms they want to use today to explain. There's some mathematics technology out there that I believe are very human, but they have knowledge we don't have. And so I look at them as brothers, uncles, aunties, maybe, grandparents, I don't know, friends that are here to say, hey, you're not maximizing your abilities. You got way more capabilities as a human than you realize. In fact, I know a very wise man that brought, wisest one I know, he brought some technology. He brought some, I say technology, some mathematics, some understanding, like the distance from here to the sun. You know, not sure how he measured that. It's beyond my pay grade. But my point is, in the distance between planets and the weight of this earth, and that to think with and to have now, and to look at here, it's in that spirit of ye all gods, children of the most high God, right? The most supreme one, right? So we are different than giraffes. We're different than whales. We're different than a tree. These are all biological things that are existing. That tree is, oh, there's biology in that tree now. And that thing is alive, you know, but it can't do what we can do, you see. But if we play small, then guess what? We're just small beings. But if we play big, if we bring out the best practices in everything that we can find, that's where awesome intelligence is. The best of best practices working together. I like that. I'm gonna say that one again. The best of best practices working together in unison, in cooperation to accomplish this universal government of peace where we all can live in peace together. Elijah Muhammad said these words. He said, through modern technology, I'm gonna get all my people. Through modern technology. Now, he said those words long before cell phones existed, long before this AI we're talking about now existed, um, long before any of that. He mentioned that. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to clear the screen here and some other stuff happened. Okay, cool. And so, but this modern technology. So we are the ancient technology. When you talk about human beings, oh, and the effectiveness of our minds. Hold on one second to make sure everything's good over here. Give me one second, guys. I got stuff I got to take care of in the backdrop here. Okay, I'm back. We see. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's what we're doing over here, guys, is creating a system, creating a team. By the way, we do meet. Um, this is the 11 o'clock thing that we've set up. It's going to be a meeting tonight from the team, leadership team at LEV AI. Right now, we're doing it every day. Had it 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time this morning. And the second one goes off tonight at 6 p.m. every day, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hopefully that'll never change. A year out, 2 years out, they'll still have that as an introductory piece for people. These are some of the things, just letting you know what exists for you to learn about LEV AI. Because in business, there is a first mover advantage. And those that are coming on board now, once they're putting their team and their networks together, my man Andrew's got a team all over the world already that he communicates with, and he's been sharing with some, and some have already pulled the trigger and said, yeah, I'm in. Let's go. They're in this pre-launch with us. And they're in different countries. And their reach is obviously people that personally Andrew wouldn't necessarily just reach. And we all have that capability. We all have that ability, especially with the language element that comes with AI. And of course, it's all going to be up underneath this umbrella with LEV AI. Again, they're leveraging the best of the systems that exist already, developed it in such a beautiful, easily understood way to present it. They've developed it, put that out there, and now you and I can come along and just click A, click B, click C, and be in that path and just now walk that into our own personal reality, speaking as an avatar in different languages. It's one thing I'm noticing that people are very excited about, to be able to speak your message to whoever in 50 languages, 150 languages, 10 languages right away. All of this is what's being talked about right now. And that way, and in that way, can communicate your message to whoever you want all over the planet, or have a very specific message for someone in France, or for those that live in France, people that speak French. And you could just say it in English, but it'll translate, it'll be you delivering it in French. You name the language, Arabic, Hebrew, you name the language, Hindi, Japanese. So that's an exciting piece. And then with all the other supporting AI around it and the videos and whatever, and being able to deliver your message to an audience now in a way that you and I never could, the way the planet never could. This is life-changing, forever stuff. Now, you're talking about doing what CNN does. We're talking about doing what Fox News does. We're talking about doing what people that have millions of dollars to put a commercial on at the Super Bowl do. Now, influencers that we all know, that we all are, people that you know, that I know, can now deliver this message to their million followers. They can communicate, they can be better, and you get an opportunity to bring them onto your team, to bring them on board with you. So now they're doing what they're doing, but this comp plan has got some love in it for you. That's a beautiful situation. But if nothing else, just to see what other people now are able to make happen. We all learning from all of us in LEV AI, outside of LEV AI, just on the planet. We all watch and see what's working. We go to the beach and businesses are operating, getting paid, um, selling scooters, renting scooters, bikes, electric bikes. This is the time we living in. So to study what's working, and then to be able to move around the city that you live in, move around your block, your community, move around your state, move around this country, whatever country you're in, move around the planet, and still be bringing value. Now, as you go out and explore life, explore other cities, other countries, possibly, the value that you know from where you're from, it's now you're in a whole new market, a whole new environment, a whole new surrounding. You're bringing something fresh and new, but you're understanding the language of the planet right now. This AI is a universal language. This awesome intelligence is a universal language. And we're all learning that language as we go. You see, you can see already, I'm sure, you can catch the vision of how we can bring best practices everywhere now, immediately. Doesn't take long. We can bring understanding, we can bring wisdom, we can bring some insight that people may not already have, or we might can supply another little bit of something, let someone know, contact somebody. Do you see how interconnected this network of life is now in such a beautiful way? Because you have a beautiful intention, you have a beautiful thought, and you could see what problems to look out for, but you can also see solutions that you can bring. That is a very beautiful reality to live from. We get to create literally the world we want to see. That is what's so awesome about this intelligence. Leverage it. AI is a thing to be leveraged. A cell phone is a thing to be leveraged. Operating systems are coming up. They tell me that iPhone just came out with a new one, and it's got different operating system features, this and that, as they're going around the world getting minimal resources to build these cell phones that are needed and only grown in certain, or only can only find them in certain places, excavated out of certain places on the planet. But these devices that we have in our hands now, with all the complexity and all that makes it up, they can be pumped out by the millions per year, billions per year. You know, that's the capabilities that we have now. And so, because of that, those systems are in place. But now we get to create the systems that use those systems. That's the most exciting thing ever. Now, our tribe, our group, our like minded individuals, we can be in agreement and we can build, we can flesh out all kinds of layers of thought that we can fine tune. The nuances we can put in, and we can add so much. There's no limit. There's no limit. Literally, that ad infinitum space, a little bit of distance back of our eyes here in our minds, ad infinitum. There's no limit, infinite. What's possible, what we get to create, especially now that we know the distances between the planets, and shoot, there's other planets, there's other places, there's a whole lot. So on this planet, there's plenty to see and do and move around and help out and bring value and pay our way and our share and be in exchange with life. You figure that out yet? We got to be in exchange with life. You know, you show up, they got some value, you bring in some value, it's a win-win, and everybody's happy. Bringing value and bringing the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding. I'll end on this note for today. Knowing again, we've got a presentation tonight. You want to invite as many people as you can to come out before we launch. Even after we launch, you want to keep bringing people out. This is a phenomenal tool. I'm getting better as an individual. My man Andrew's getting better. We're getting better. Our conversations each day can build on what we've been talking about. And the stable datum right now, for like the last week, I think it was September 4th or so when I first learned about this, maybe a little bit before that. But when I started really understanding it was probably about 5 days ago. I started really looking into it, around September 7th or something like that. But since that point now, we're growing. Now the understanding and the learning. There'll be presentations tonight talking more about what it is that Live AI is all about. But for now, guys, learn. Just take a look, learn, get definitely get your chat GPT if you don't have that already. And there's other variations of that. Doesn't have to necessarily be chat GPT, but communicate. Get the questions answered, get the understandings that you need for your own life. We're here to help you. If you need help, we're here. If you want help, we're here. If you're not sure if you need help or not, we're still here. But plug in, do your best. We just wanted to leave this with you. Awesome intelligence is what we're talking about. Have a great day. Make it the best. Enjoy your family. Celebrate life. Never settle, of course. Have the courage to rebuild. And excellence. Manage the excellence that you are, that the universe is. Let's manage it. Let's be better managers. All right. Nothing but love. I'm going to end it for now. Y'all stay strong. And definitely we'll see you at the top. Peace and blessings.